to the other riot situation that happened and developed in Kanpur city, where violence broke out with the former SP leader Nizam Qureshi's WhatsApp chats that has now been accessed. This is a new angle that we are breaking for our viewers, where the accused ran a WhatsApp group by the name of Team Nizam Qureshi, and all three SP MLAs from Kanpur were said to be members of the said group.
Absolutely, and this included Irfan Solanki and Amitabh Bajpai and Hassan Rumi. Remember, Qureshi and other members wrote hateful and Hindu-phobic comments on the group, and one such message accessed called for boycott of all Hindu shopkeepers in the parade area who had not supported the Bandh call last Friday when violence had erupted. And as my colleague Amir has also been reporting on this latest incident, Amir joins us also on this broadcast. Yes, Amir, take our viewers through this latest information coming in of how these WhatsApp chats reveal this entire conversation that was happening between SP leaders and the locals there, and what exactly were they planning?
In the meantime, as Amir will be with us shortly to give us a sense of the ground situation there, what the action is now being taken by the police, that is also have started to show on ground. As far as the people there who have been identified, posters that have been pasted across the city, 40 individuals we are told, many of them are turning themselves in and are surrendering to the police. Let me go across to Amir right now, who is connected with us. Amir, exactly who is Nizam Qureshi, the WhatsApp groups that has been formed, who all were members and part of that WhatsApp group, and what exactly was being discussed?
Nizam Qureshi is somebody who was with the Samajwadi Party earlier, and he was quite active within Samajwadi Party's politics. And apart from that, he also, calls himself a social worker. He also has his own outfit of which he's a part of, an association of meat traders by the name of All India Jamiatul Quraish. About a couple of years back, he quit Samajwadi Party, and ever since he has been doing his politics and activism through this particular organization itself. But clearly the manner in which screenshots of WhatsApp groups of which he was a part of, in fact, some of these WhatsApp group, in some of these WhatsApp group, he happened to be the admin. The kind of incendiary messages that were being shared there, the kind of information that was being put, the kind of posts that were being shared on these WhatsApp group is something which is shocking to say the least, because here in a number of screenshots he can be found, Qureshi can actually be found raising issues which are highly communal in, and he's also seen exhorting others from the Muslim community to come out and protest against the kind of remarks that were made against the Prophet by a certain BJP leader. He's also making it sure that all such shopkeepers who belong to the other community and were running their shops should actually be forced to shut down their shops, and in fact goes to the extent of suggesting to other group members that they should stop purchasing stuff from the shops owned by Hindus. So this is something which clearly comes under the purview of section 153A as well as 295A of the IPC, which is about hurting people's religious sentiments as well as trying to divide people across different communities on communal lines. So therefore, although Qureshi has been arrested by the police along with other main conspirators in this particular case, people who were named in two FIRs that have been registered by the police, that includes Hashmi as well. He is behind bars. He has been sent for 14 days judicial custody, but then his police remand will be very crucial, because once the police gets it, it will get more detailed information about the involvement of other people and the activities of the groups that were being led by him.
So several angles are now emerging. Amir, stay with us. And it's been 5 days since the Kanpur riots, and so far 50 people have been arrested, and several more have surrendered after people pasted posters with their faces all over the city. The government has now released multiple such such pictures which show people with stones in their hands or trying to incite violence, and the message is clear: surrender or face the arrest.
Further, the district administration has carried out a survey in the riot-affected area and has assured that if any of those buildings used to pelt stones are found to be illegal, they will be bulldozed. And exactly the action that will now be taken before the bulldozer, the Kanpur DM Neha Sharma has now been transferred.
पुलिस अपनी सर्च ऑपरेशंस कर रही है और साथ ही साथ में हम लोग सिविल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन भी ये देख रहा है कि कौन सी ऐसे एलिमेंट्स हैं जहां पर किसी प्रकार का अवैधानिक या इलीगैलिटी सामने आई है। तो दो एस्पेक्ट्स पे इलीगैलिटी हम लोगों ने भी देखी है, जो कि पेट्रोल पंप्स का एक मुद्दा नज़र आया। जो उस एरिया के आसपास स्थित पेट्रोल पंप्स थे वो इलीगली जो प्रोहिबिटेड होता है ज्वलनशील पदार्थ को बॉटल्स वगैरह में बेचना, उस तरह का फुटेज हमने रिट्रीव किया और उसको पुलिस को सपोर्ट किया। वी हैव डिसाइडेड दैट वी हैव टू कम अप विद अ आयरन हैंड एंड in any case such irregularity or illegality comes to fore, so we'll take a stringent action and as per the legal proceedings we'll take it up। जो KDA नॉर्म्स हैं उनके अनुरूप कार्रवाई करेंगे एंड जहां भी अवैधानिक रूप से बिल्डिंग्स हैं उनके डिमोलिशन की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी तो वो भी करेंगे।
But even as the action has started and evidence is on camera, the efforts to spin it have also begun. From the usual suspects, that is the PFI, who have called it a biased action, to political parties. The Samajwadi Party is now sending a delegation of MLAs to meet the Kanpur Police Commissioner to complain against the one-sided action so far.
Not just the Samajwadi Party, the AIMIM too has now questioned the entire process. And the Sher Qazi has also declared that they are ready to come out on the streets and die should the government action continue, which they have been calling as biased.
ज़्यादती की इंतहा, सब्र की इंतहा हो रही है। अगर मतलब होना है तो फिर ठीक है, वो हम कानून को तो तोड़ते नहीं ना, कानून को भी तोड़ा हमने, लेकिन ये तो हमें हक है कि ठीक है भाई हम मरने के लिए निकले आ रहे हैं, मानो सर पे कफन बांध के निकल पड़ेंगे। फिर तो हमें यही करना है, जब हमें रहने नहीं देना, हमारे बच्चों को पकड़ना, गिरफ्तार करना, जुल्म ज्यादती करना, घर तोड़ देना, तो फिर ठीक है हम मरने के लिए तैयार है ना, तो हम सर पे कफन बांध के निकलने आ रहे, तोड़िए आप इसके मकान तोड़ना, अब उसके लिए तैयार है।
Meanwhile, Times now went on ground zero to make sense of the violence that has sighed the city. The locals there now allege that it was due to the crackdown on illegal buildings that these riots were also orchestrated, because remember, the government has made it clear to all those rioters that their illegal properties will be next if this situation goes on.
उस दिन जब हमला हुआ था 3 तारीख को, तो उस दिन इस बिल्डिंग से पथरा हुआ है। इस बिल्डिंग से हम लोगों के ये सामने जो मकान देख रहे हैं सब दूसरे समुदाय के लोग हैं और ये हमारा जो है हिंदू समुदाय के लोग रहते हैं। और ये जो आप बिल्डिंगें देख रहे हैं, किसी ज़माने में ये भी हमारे हिंदू समुदाय का मोहल्ला हुआ करता था। तो उस दौरान भी इसी तरह के दंगे बवाल जिस समय होते थे टारगेट करके, तो त्रस्त हो गए हिंदू फैमिलियों ने इन लोगों को बेच के चले गए और हाथा खाली कर। उसका नाम मुल्ला लाल स्ट्रीट था, अब उसका नाम कादरी हाउस हो गया है। यहाँ पर जितनी महिलाएं रहती हैं आप सबसे पूछ सकते हो, जहाँ खड़े हुए हमारा मकान है, इस पे ऊपर से पथराव हो रहा था और भद्दी महिलाओं को गालियां बकी जा रही थी।
बगल वाला जो हाथा इन्होंने टारगेट करके हासिल कर लिया है, उसकी भी मंशा यही है, इसीलिए चंदेश्वर हाथी को टारगेट किया गया। और ये जो ऊंची ऊंची बिल्डिंग अवैध रूप से बनी है, ग्राउंड +2 या 3 हम बना सकते हैं, और ये 6-6, 7-7 मंजिला जो मकान बना है, इसका इस्तेमाल जो किया गया है 40-50 गज में, मतलब ये बिल्कुल योजनाबद्ध तरीके से हुआ है। वहाँ से पथराव किया गया है और यही उम्मीद करेंगे प्रशासन से इस पर सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई करे, अवैध निर्माण को ढाए।
Let's get you another aspect of the investigation, where 3 PFI members have been arrested in Kanpur riot probe, and 3 of them who have been arrested are said to be linked to the CCA probe as well. Now, the PFI literature that has been found by the said mastermind Zafar Hashmi, where the PFI links that are also now being drawn with the same organization, the radical organization, coming out to defend their own people.
ये 2019 में ये 5 लोग आइडेंटिफाई हुए थे, जिसमें से 3 को अरेस्ट करके भेजा गया है, चौथा बीमार है, अभी घर पर ही है, 5वां करीब 1.5-2 साल से अपने। तो ये 2019 में आइडेंटिफाई किए गए थे और वर्तमान परिवेश में इनका कुछ लिंक मिल रहा था, जिसी में इनको गिरफ्तार करके जेल भेजा गया है।
अब PFI का और कोई सदस्य तो नहीं कानपुर में?
कानपुर के अंदर और हो सकते हैं, लेकिन ये 5 पूर्व के आइडेंटिफाइड थे जिन पे कार्रवाई की।
इसमें 3 गिरफ्तार हुए हैं
जी।
2 नहीं मिल रहे हैं या बीमार हैं?
नहीं, ये चौथा यहीं पर है बट बीमार है और चलने फिरने की हालत में नहीं है, और 5वां जो है वो करीब 1.5-2 साल से घर छोड़ के चला गया है।
Time for a quick break now, but we'll be back with the latest non-stop news.